Yeah, I'll react to that, sure.
The U.S. has a lot to offer.
What? How dare you?
And is a leader in many things, but there are some things that Germany just does better.
Hey guys, my name's Connor. I am American. Greatest country in the world. Sorry, I'll stop the jokes. The original link to the video, top of the description. Below that, link to the Discord. Love to have you. My name's Connor. I'm still waking up. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what the Germany, Deutschland, does better than the US.
Offer and is a leader in many things, but there are some things that Germany just does better. These are the 10 things that Germany does better than the US of.
Okay, I'll guess. I'll guess what it is. Healthcare for university.
According to Bloomberg's Innovation Index, Germany is the second most innovative country in the world, just behind South Korea. But the United States sits at number 8.
Guys, Germany, I need to shut my mouth. Like, I'm not...
According to Bloomberg's Innovation Index, Germany is the second most innovative country in the world, just behind South Korea. But the United States sits at number 8. Germany has a long history of science and invention, so it might not be too surprising. Still, it's clear that the US could take a few lessons from Germany, at least in this department. Germany has a long history of innovation and thought, and its national average IQ reflects this. The national German mean IQ sits at 102. The US mean IQ sits at 98, which only seems to be a little bit less.
Guys, I took an online IQ test. I got like 160 or something.
But those few points can make a huge difference in the competitive market. Maybe it's the history, maybe it's the education, but Germans are just smarter than Americans. It might not be something to brag about, but when it comes to red tape, Germany has miles and miles of it. But the US tends to take shortcuts in matters of bureaucracy. It's so bad that in light of the refugee crisis, 2 Syrians actually came up with an app to help navigate the maze of German bureaucracy after waiting weeks and weeks to get basic things done, like setting up a bank account. In Germany, you're required to carry an identification card, have to apply for a license for everything, and then you need to wait for half an eternity to actually receive the results of your multitude of applications. Some say it's the old Prussian culture that Germans could never let go of. But at the end of the day, Germany is just better at bureaucracy because it keeps going and going and going and going and going. Crime is significantly lower in Germany than it is in the United States, which means Germans are better going and going and going and going and going. Crime is significantly lower in Germany than it is in the United States, which means Germans are better at keeping criminal elements in check. The United States has over twice as much general crime as Germany does, with Germany ranked 77th in the world and the USA ranked 30th in crime. In addition, Germany has lower rates of crime in all relevant categories. The USA has 3 times more drug use, 3 times more violent crime, and 5 times the murder rate. Germany is just a safer place, hands down. Germany is the number 1 hops producer in the world, with the US falling far behind it. Hops is a flower that is essential for the production of beer. As for critical acclaim, German beer is widely regarded as far better than anything offered in the United States. That is because
I loved beer in Germany. It was it had a white label like this. It wasn't this. It was super old. It was like in the 1300s. How old it was? It was a white beer. Blonde.
German beer is real beer, and US beer is just piss water. The USA is known as the gas guzzler nation, and one that tends to overuse electricity and power all the time. But Germans are ahead of the game by way of comparison. Germany has the largest installed solar power capacity of any country, and is leagues ahead of the United States. Germany's active solar capacity sits at 9,799 megawatts per hour, which is better than anything the USA can muster. Germany is far more generous.
The only one area, isn't France really good with nuclear power?
With immigration than the USA can muster. Germany is far more generous with immigration than the USA is. The USA still has strict requirements on people who wish to emigrate from their country to live and work in the United States, but the process can be unduly long, often taking years. In Germany, the immigration process is much more streamlined and humanitarian. When Angela Merkel, in a historic and monumental moment, announced that Germany's borders would be open for all to come, Germany set a new precedent for immigration.
I don't necessarily see that as a great thing.
These borders would be open for all to come. Germany.
I love how he's phrasing that as like a thing that Germany is better at. The ease of which anyone can enter your country, I don't think is exactly a. All right, I haven't been like American defensive so far, right? I'm just saying, is that really just a good thing?
He set a new precedent for immigration. These days, you can just walk over the border and live in.
A new precedent for Germany, just for the world. Just walk in.
Germany with no paperwork required. The United States lags behind Germany in this capacity, but it might be just a matter of time until it catches up.
I'm fine with that lag.
Compared to the United States, German education isn't just cheap, it's practically free.
Does that sound mean? I don't mean that. Obviously, countries need skilled workers, right? But just letting anyone in, I don't think that's. Here come the people yelling at me.
For about 250 euros a semester, you can study in Germany and get as good as, if not better, an education than anything you might be able to get.
This is one of the things I don't get about USA and with healthcare. I'm really starting to turn around on university and healthcare stuff, because why make it so difficult for your work, even if you look at it from like a capitalistic perspective, right? Why make it so difficult to get skilled workers and to get people healthy and stay healthy? Because even from a capitalist point of view, they'll be able to be more productive for you, you know? And so I definitely agree on the European approach here.
In the United States, compare this to the average private American university that can literally charge you thousands and thousands of dollars a semester. In fact, the most expensive private institution in the United States is Columbia University, which charges a whopping $55,056 per year tuition and fees. Perhaps because the German word for debt, Schuld, is the same word as guilt, Germany is a land of misers and fiscally conscious people. Most German credit cards are actually debit cards, directly tied to people's bank accounts. German people generally
So they're not credit cards.
don't try to spend money they don't have and are cautious about taking on debt. Compare that to the United States, where students take on hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt, overspend with multiple credit cards, and buy everything they want on a whim. There's a reason why Germany is the EU's economic powerhouse, and the US has a debt-to-GDP ratio of 104.5%. Everyone hears the nightmare stories about the American healthcare system. Stories of average people financially ruined by medical bills they simply cannot pay. Well, in Germany...
Guys, again, the more I learn about it, the more I'm getting on board. So this isn't a defensive thing, okay? I have to be really sure with you guys, Europeans in the comments. But I'm always skeptical that, like, there has to be a downside, right? So I'm wondering, guys, what is the downside? Do you have to wait a little bit longer sometimes? Can you not see a doctor right away? At least in my experience over here, like if you need to see a doctor, you can listen. You're gonna have to pay, right? So I'm asking, is there a more of a wait period, but it's free or close to free? Or is there just no drawback? I'm just skeptical when no one says states an antithesis before, you know?
That sort of thing just doesn't happen. The healthcare system in Germany is of average people financially ruined by medical bills they simply cannot pay. Well,
I mean, that's horrible. All right, I guess the longer wait would be better than many people going into poverty.
Germany, that sort of thing just doesn't happen. The healthcare system in Germany is what is called universal multi-payer with two types: gesetzliche Krankenversicherung, or statutory health insurance, and Krankenkasse, or sickness funds. Germany ranks worldwide 25th in terms of healthcare, but the US ranks 37th. To add insult to injury, the US even pays more for its inferior healthcare, as the country has a higher per capita spending per healthcare than Germany does. For more top lists just like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out our other lists. And thanks for watching, and thanks for learning.
Mars already has human trash all over its surface. We'll clean it when we get there. Hey guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Would love to see any comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.